afternoon. It is September the 11th, 2020. I think this is week 26, I think, not sure. We're doing the Friday live for as long as we're locked in. That's what I said I would do. That seems to be what I'm doing. So nobody's here, so thank you for watching the video. Appreciate that. Whether you came by later and then caught up with the beginning, or whether you're just finding me now, it's all good. It's all good. All right, so today, being the 11th, I thought maybe we would draw cards. The number 11, it's one of the mystical, magical, amazing numbers in numerology. I am not a person who never reduces it. Depends on the circumstance, situation, but I very often just simply use it for a 2. But in truth, 11 is a very important and powerful number. If you're born in November, if you're born on the 11th of the month, there's lots of places where, and of course if you've got name totals that are about 11. The letter K is the 11th letter of the alphabet, I do believe. So there's stuff with that. Anyway, I thought today we would be asking the cards for some indication around our intuition. 11 is a very intuitive number. It's those two ones, two individuals, but joined together as they are in the 11th. There's an undercurrent of a connective energy, and in the physical world we can be connected to things that are not close by using intuitive energy. Hello, Kathleen Cummings. So good to see you. Of course you may have a card. Absolutely. I don't know if it's milkweed that's in season, but my nose wishes to greet it, evidently. Okay, I'm doing Kathleen indications for information about our own intuition and how we're able to use it, how we can access it. I don't know. We'll see what the card says. It might give me an idea of what it is that I'm planning to communicate. Oh, I could have kept my eyes open and pulled this for you. This is so correct. It's telling you to go play, telling you to find those things that just light you up, that don't feel like work, that you would do whether you're getting paid or not getting paid, the things that make your heart sing. The 3 is the number for creativity and inspiration, because it's when we're in that space of just doing it because we love it that we are bringing cosmic spirit into the world. We're bringing things. Yeah, isn't that cool? So the 3 is that point of inspiration, that creativity, that wonderful place where you are the flow for new stuff coming into the world. And of course the 0 is about the entire cosmos. So you being able to draw on and fetch in energy from everywhere that is going to benefit everyone else as well as you. That is just lovely. And I love the mallow. Hello, Bella. I see you. Oh, and Sally Ann. Hi. Yes, good. All right. The mallow flower, Kathleen. They really did grow in marshes, and it was from the roots of the mallow that they got the starch that they made into candy, as in marshmallow. So very playful. There's no nutrition in a marshmallow. Very playful, very enjoyable, very not at all hard work. Okay, Bella. I'm gonna pronounce it that way just because. And you're going to be next, and then Sally Ann. I'm so happy that you're here. We lost you the other day. I think it was you, and we never did read for you because you disappeared, and I don't know if that was your connection or what it was. Okay, Bella. Bella, I'm drawing for the number 11 today. In terms of that 11 energy where two things are connected without a physical connection, the way the two ones in the 11 are. So it's about intuitive energy and instinctual knowing and all that kind of thing. So I'm asking the cards what we need to know around connecting with our intuition and what, yeah, so we'll see how this goes. For Bella, oh, nice, Bella. We have we have flow for you. This is the number 8 is that lovely flowing line that never ends, right? It's we use it in mathematics. We lie it down and make it a symbol for infinity, which of course has no end. That's kind of the deal. Um, you're in a time of and around intuition, letting it flow. I don't know if you know that you have a natural ability to be able to tap into intuition, to use your third eye to have knowledge without having learned it, because it can flow through. I think that's what the card is here to tell you, that that the 8 is about balance and symmetry. No matter how you divide it in half, you're always going to get mirror images. It's a very balanced, very fair energy, 8 energy. It is, it's willing to hear both sides of the story. It's kind of like looking at both sides of the coin at the same time, and 8, those two circles. So you have that ability. Whether you're using it or not, I have no idea. But if you can get to that place, if you have a quiet practice where you can get centered in yourself and feel the flow of cosmic wisdom that comes to you and through you, or if that's not your thing yet, then taking some classes or working with someone online, that's that's what the cards have for you today. There is work that you've done before that is going to help and inform all of this. This orange color is the color of fruiting, the fruiting season. So there's stuff that you've planted before that has grown, that is going to come to fruit as you get in the flow and you start flowing information. So that's very cool. Sally Ann. Well, please don't let your phone die today, although I guess you can watch the video afterwards. At least this time there will be a card for you, which there wasn't last time. You never got as far as asking for one. So I'm glad you're there. Bella, you say wow. I hope that's a wow because you know that this is true. Hello, Naya. Let me know, please, specifically that you do want me to draw a card for you. I'm drawing for Sally Ann next. You are so welcome, Bella. Absolutely. And yes, thank you, Naya. I will. Sally Ann is first, and then it's you. So we are in good shape. Excellent. I am drawing for information about tapping into your intuition, because on the 11th, 11 is the number for intuition and instinctual knowing. All right. It's up here for Sally Ann. Okay. Sally Ann. All right. Nice. So we have you're on charge. That's all right, because you don't have to be in control of everything. Sometimes you've just got to allow what is to be, and that's all right. Number 6 is the service of of it's the number of service and humanitarian stuff. And okay, I hear you now. Um, in terms of your intuition, I think like Bella, you're maybe not fully connected with your own natural ability to hear the wisdom of the cosmos and to bring it into the world. Hello, Shreya. Let me know that you would like a card. Um, this is where am I? I'm in Celian. Um, allowing in terms of the 11 and the intuition, I think perhaps you're having precognitive dreams, you're having a lot of deja vu, and you're maybe to a little bit inclined to dismiss that and to think it's a bit woo woo and a bit out there, and to because you don't know how it works, you're not willing to believe that it does work at all. So just allowing it to be. Don't resist it, don't fight it. Allow your own deep wisdom to bubble up to the surface. And even if you wind up just journaling it, you don't have to tell your whole family at dinner time, but write it down, be with it, and let it out, let it flow, let it come through, allow it. And as time goes by, when you look back in your journals, you will see how many times, you dreamt that Uncle Fred was appearing in a blue suit, and oh, good grief, 2 weeks later, there he is in a blue suit. Because you are connected, and allowing that to come through is what the cards want you to know today. All right, so I believe Naya was next. Yes. Haven't been able to move on. Want to be together with him again. Oh, Naya. I am sorry. You are a worthy, whole, entire human being and cosmic being and immortal soul, whether other people are around you or not. I understand the desire for companionship and for all of the other benefits that come with being in a partnership. But don't sell yourself short. And if he doesn't appreciate you, somebody will. Most of all, make sure that you look in the mirror and see the beauty and the heart and the caring and how much there is that you offer. And don't ever settle to give that woman in the mirror anything less than the absolute best. Okay? All right. Naya needs to know. Oh, to celebrate. To celebrate. Now, I have zero knowledge of whether this is celebrate being alone or celebrate because the separation is going to be over. Not a clue. But what I do see is the 2, which is the number for relationship. Sometimes that's whole community, sometimes that's just couple. The 2 for relationship, the 5 for expansion and growth, and sometimes it's travel. Right now, people aren't traveling very much, so it's probably not that. But they're coming together, the couple and the expansion, or the relationship and the expansion, coming together into a 7, which is a teaching. So that you will learn from what's going on right now is an absolute guarantee if you are conscious and you're engaging with what's going on. And you can celebrate the learning no matter which way it goes. Have you learned that that you that you're willing to offer your solitude in exchange for companionship? Have you learned that you kind of like having a few hours to yourself every afternoon? Have you learned that when you're by yourself, you're willing to experiment with new recipes and you've figured out that you're a really good cook? There's a whole lot of learning that comes, and engaging with being conscious, being mindful, being present in the moment, being here now. There's so much to connect to. And I think this is to connect to it and then celebrate it. How amazing that you woke up breathing this morning. Some people didn't. So there's never a shortage of things if you're willing to be present and be with them. Okay. Oh, Sally Ann, you have a lot of deja. All right. Thank you. Shreya is next. Shreya. After yes, Shreya. Okay, I will please pull a card for you. I gave an interview yesterday. Will I clear it? Okay, this is about a new job, maybe? I can't tell. Those little stars. All right, Jewel, let me know specifically that you want me to draw a card. Oh, I'm sorry you're depressed now. Another person can't fix your depression. Fixing the depression comes from within you and your gorgeous heart and your willingness to work. They can provide the space for you to do that work, but they can't fix you. All right. Okay. I'm with, who am I with? I'm with Shreya and the interview. All right. Will you clear it? I don't know. Let's see if the intuition of the number 11, as it applies to you, is going to be helpful with these cards. Oh, well, it has potential. So the 1 and the 9. 1 is your central identity, that place that is you, no matter what is going on, what is the time or your age or your circumstances. The 9 is the number where everything connects to everything else. It's that holistic energy where we know that what we do has an impact in the world around us and all around the world, because there's only one world and we are one. So we add them together, we get 10, and then we add the 1 and the 0, and we're back at 1 again. So you are in a place of drawing in energy from multiple places, and in terms of intuition, again, this is you able to connect to any amount of wisdom in the universe. If you can picture yourself at the center of one of these clusters of pine needles, I don't know if you live with pine trees, but this in the spring, this is as they're getting ready to grow, and you can see that they maybe they don't so much choose their direction, but when you are in the center of that cluster deciding which way to go, you have nearly a sphere of angles to choose as to which way you're going to grow forward. And you have time to make changes in the beginning of the journey that will make a big difference when you get to your destination, whether you're over here or over there, right? So in terms of your interview, where it is you yourself within a bigger system, I for some reason I'm getting that it might not be the job that you thought it was going to be, but something parallel. Like, I don't know, put you in a different department or put you in a different role than you thought you were interviewing for. I don't know. I really don't. That you have lots of potential in the intuitive realm. I totally get. Totally, totally, totally. Lori, yes, I will do a card for you, and then for Jewel, and then Natalie, yay, and then Gudu. My goodness, we are, uh, this is remarkable. Okay, so Lori, please do a card for me. Came first, and then Jewel. Good to see you, Lori. I hope all is well with you. It is. It is nice that people check in with me. I love it. I love it. Kathleen was here earlier. I don't know if she's still here, but I love it when she comes by too. All right, so we're talking about, because it's the 11th, I'm talking about the intuitive energy of the master number 11. and just seeing how a card can speak to your access to intuition and how you're using it. And what's the next one? This one is for you. Oh my goodness. All right. So I don't know if this is about your business life, your personal life, but there's a delay going on. I'm not sure in intuition. Are you having your deja vu the day after instead of the day before? I'm Is that cruel? That's not nice. I'm sorry. Um, so the 2 and the 0, Laurie, I'm trying to access what it is that this wants to tell you. 2 is about community. It can be relationship, couple relationship. It can also be a much broader relationship. It can be your Uber driver. It can be the guy who brings your pizza. It can be your bank manager. It can be you and me. We are a relationship, Laurie. Um, so 2, where you're dealing with somebody else, with the 0, which is the cosmos, which is all of everything, which is nothing is left out. And when we add them together, we're still at 2. So we're still in that place where there's a joint effort of some kind. So maybe that's your business. And we're seeing, can you see these rose hips in the snow? They're so frozen that even the waxwings are not going to try to eat them. There's a real need to wait until conditions are better. And things that are really inaccessible right now will the conditions will change as the weather will change, as the temperature will warm up for these things. If there's a place where you're being delayed, you're being stalled. It's like you're being stalled, and you've just got to wait for conditions to warm up again. My cousin Janet just came in. That's so cool. Um, in terms of your intuition, I don't know what delay is, unless you're not realizing how much you are connecting with the other realm. If you're not paying attention, if now you say, "Oh my goodness, that dream I had in February really did matter," that maybe you're just not always present to the intuitive messages that are coming through you. Don't know. Don't know. Let me know. Let me. We must get together sometime soon. Okay, Natalie. Hello. Good to see you. Natalie would love a card, she says. Okay, Sally Ann had to shoot off. Okay, stay safe yourself. This is good. All right. So, Natalie, I think you've been here a while. You know what I'm doing. This is all about intuition and connecting with. Each of us has our own way of tapping into that knowledge. Okay, this is interesting. Natalie, do you do any writing? I don't know. There's a lot to be said about the stories that we tell ourselves and we tell our people around us and about ourselves. One is that central identity. 3, or yes, slow down, Joe. 2 then is community and relationships and the people who are around us, whoever they may be. And we're adding those together and we're getting 3, which is our point of inspiration and creativity and new stuff coming through into the world. The sumac berries can be used to make ink, which is, of course, one of the ways that we write our story, and we commit it to paper, we commit it to memory, we commit it to being told. These leaves, you can see the multitude of colors that are all on this same. I don't know that it's one branch, but they're all together. All the different shades of yellow and orange and green and red, and it's all there together as a story is a single thing that we can hold in our mind, and then when we want to put it on a page, we've got to sort of tease it out and make it make sense for other people to see. So in terms of intuition, maybe you're getting impressions that you're not sure yet how to interpret, but yeah, there's I think that you are able to tell a story. That is a really cool thing. Okay, Shreya, this deck that I'm using is called The Wisdom of the Garden Path, and it is available for sale on my website. So, which is joleith.com, spelt the way that my name is spelt on this page. Thank you. I think it's beautiful too. I do. Okay. Have to shoot off now. So Janet, cousin Janet, who is not yet in Scotland, I think. Ricky's gone to Scotland, but you've not yet. Is that how that goes? All right, Janet. We need to do an online chat someday soon. Love to do that. I miss you. Okay. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. We're talking about the number 11 today. Look what you pulled. The number 11. Yay. So the idea of empathy where two individuals are separate and yet connected. Certainly intuition is one aspect of it. Empathy is another where you can stand in your own heart and appreciate and empathize with somebody else in their own heart, no matter how different your experiences are. That ability to care and to honor their reality and to celebrate their individuality. And for you, I guess any intuition, this is part of it, right? Because you can tell, you can feel, you can sense what's going on with somebody else, and be not just empathetic but also empathic, where you just know stuff, which is what intuition is all about. So that completely fits what I know about you, my cousin, for sure. Okay, Jewel. I didn't pull for you yet. Jewel. All right, and Natalie has commented. All right, good. I'm glad that makes sense. Shreya is okay. Jewel, I will pull a card for you. I think your name is new to me. I'm not. I sometimes forget people, and if I'm forgetting you, I apologize. But you feel an unfamiliar name. Okay, so for Jewel to connect with number 11, to know how best you can connect with your own intuition. And we do all have it. You know, there's that whole, we've pretty much all of us are born with legs. We don't all choose to become marathon runners. That takes a decision and a commitment and a whole long process of training and being ready. We're all born with intuition, whether or not we develop it and use it and stretch it, and yeah, that's a choice. We always have a choice. Okay, so for Jewel, okay, we have number 16, optimism. When you know things are going to be all right, you know things are going to be all right. So I'm seeing here really good intuition just in terms of what's going on in life, and feeling it, and having hunches, having having knowledge without learning, right? You are able to maintain optimism, because even when things are falling down, you know they're going to bounce back up again. So these I always think these are like little happy faces. Um, the ability to see the positive in things is a wonderful gift, and if you're doing that intuitively, that is just wonderful. The one is the number of your identity, your central self, that thing which is Jewel and has been since the beginning of time and will be forever. 6 is the number of of beauty and of service, of being present for other people, of improving the world on the way through, of meeting responsibilities, all of that kind of energy, and domestic arrangements that just improve life for the household community. They're adding together here to a 7, and 7 is always the teacher. So as you are going about your business and doing what you do, you are teaching other people. You People are learning from your example as you just move about the world and you do what you are doing the way you are doing it. There are like a stone dropped in water. There are all these ripples that flow out, that and optimistic energy, that uplift that you bring to people is such an enormous gift. And I think maybe you don't always appreciate yourself for that, but it's very much worth celebrating, and very important. The green along the bottom is the number for blossoming, for just being in the fullness of the energy that you're in. And optimism is like that. It's so full and so big. It's bigger than you are as you move through the day. So that's really nice. I hope that makes sense to you. All right, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are we at? You're welcome, Janet. Are you still here? Oh, I've got a Quenny? Whoops. Let me see, Janet. Shreya. Natalie. Okay. Whoops, my screen is jumping. Quenny or Queenie. I don't want to say it wrongly. Kistadio is your last name. Okay, you say me, please. I will take that as a specific request for a card. And we will see. All right. Okay, so did I thank you for your thank you, Natalie? You're so welcome, I guess is what I want to say. All right. Janet, I love that you come to see me. All right. Whoops. Jewel. You are very welcome, Jewel. All right. So this is for the person whose name begins with a Q that I can't decide how to pronounce. You know who you are, I have no doubt. Okay. So this is connecting with the number 11, the number for intuition, because today's the 11th of the month. Hello. Okay. And I have, ooh, okay, ooh, you're good. Discernment. This is a mock orange in bud. It's number 13. So we have the 1, which is you and your central knowing and your identity and your personality and all of that. That is always you. And we have 3, which is your point of inspiration, the place where you are connected. Queenie, okie dokie. point of point of the place where you are open to the energies of the universe, where they can flow through you and use you as a channel to come into the physical realm. We add them together and we get a 4, which is a very practical, solid physical energy. So what I'm seeing here is this time of growing of your intuition. The discernment is about figuring out when things are right and when things are not right, and taking information and putting it through your own filter, which goodness knows this is when intuition serves us really well. Because when your gut tells you that's not right, that's because that's not right. And learning to listen to that voice and discern truth from lie, and discern fact from fiction, and discern the honest salesperson from the one who just wants to take your money. That's a time when being in touch with your own knowing is really, really, yeah, completely beneficial. And that's what helps you to progress in your life, right? So I'm not sure the yellow is just still the time of growing. So I think maybe you're still developing your ability to discern, and you maybe need to hear that it's okay to take time. You're not we're born with the ability. We're not born with the experience. It takes time to learn and to listen and to figure out and to to know. For some people, wherein they're in the presence of a liar, they get a particular pain in high in their stomach or low in their gut, or whatever it is that their body tells them. And it takes time to figure out what it is that your body wants to tell you, what it is that you're connecting to, but you can't name yet, because we don't teach this stuff in school. So I think you've got a good solid start, and you're well on your way, and that's really cool. So thank you, Queenie. Thank you for being here. Okay, now Shazadi, does your boyfriend love you? I do not know. Please, and Marjorie. Okay, if you could ask me specifically for a card, that would be a great thing for me. And as you ask, I will certainly draw for you. I am I'm having funny noises in my technology, and really odd noises, or not noises, but strange. You needed to hear that, Queenie? Okay, good. I'm thank you for allowing me be the one to tell you. All right, Marjorie. Yes, please, you certainly can have a card. A card for work. Okay. We've been looking at number 11 and our connection to intuition and our knowing that we have, sort of third eye energy in its own way. So for Marjorie, oh, no, isn't that interesting? This is the same plant, different day. We're back at the mock orange. Now we're where it has grown fully, and we're looking at analysis. So not just discernment of figuring out, but actually putting everything on the table and pawing through it shred by shred and piece by piece. 3 is that place of inspiration that really connects with intuition. The portal where stuff comes through from the other side. 4 is the practical grounding. We build something with 4 sides, it doesn't usually fall over. So when you take those two energies and combine them, you come to a 7, which is the teacher. Always is the teacher, always is the learning. And when you're analyzing something, of course, you are learning from it, you're allowing it to teach you, and you're setting an example to the people around you, to whoever has created this body of information that you need to analyze. So this card is asking you to be very present, to listen to your own feelings, to follow your hunches about things that you're questioning, and to allow the allow your own, it isn't even your own knowledge. You're going to, as you're sorting through things, there will be some really out of the box kind of ideas that just arrive fully formed, and this is spirit just, instead of dropping you water droplets of information like the ones on these cards. Instead of that, they're going to dump a bucket in, and you're just going to have to deal with, whoa, all this information, never thought of it like that, but here I go. Whether that's some kind of a new system, some new form of information, whether it's like an idea for an algorithm or a design for a house, I don't know. There's something as you're working, as you're doing your what did you ask me about when you came in? You said, was that you who asked for something about work? Um, this is yes, can I please have a card for work? So I hope this applies to whatever it is you do at work, and the analysis that you need. Maybe if it's a personnel thing, then yeah, analyze the value of the relationships that you're dealing with. Because if I were to toss a coin and take your two, the thing you need to know, what is it you need to know about work? So it's going to be A or it's going to be B. I'm going to toss a coin for you. Choose a side, and maybe you choose, heads is going to be B. And then I toss it and it goes up high and far, and it's twirling and swirling. While it's in the air, you're going to know whether or not you want it to land on B. And that is where your intuition, your knowing, your wisdom bubbles up and tells you, you can do this. You can do this. And you already are doing it. What is different is perhaps you don't always listen to your own messages. So I think as you analyze what's going on and what it is that you're really questioning, the answer is there. Perhaps you need to find your quiet place, go for a walk, do something that lets you connect. Hello, Regina. So good to see you. So I hope that made sense, Marjorie, if you're still here. If you're not still here, I hope you come back and watch the video, because that's a really cool card, and I think it could be useful for you. Regina, because it's the 11th, we've been talking about 11 energy, 11 the magic, or not magic number, how do we call it? It's a one of the master numbers there. And that is a place of intuition and knowledge. So, oh, Marjorie, it does make good sense. I am glad. Good. So, Regina, I'm going to draw for you. Okay, I've got two. They both want to come out. That's really weird. That doesn't happen very much. So I'm going to say it's this one, but I'm going to reserve that to look and see. Okay. So, hello, Krista. All right. Yes. After Regina, Krista is next. Regina, this is you. We've got exploring. We've got this bramble taking off across the driveway because the car wasn't there anymore. Um, this is really lovely energy. It's about growth. It's about connecting to inspiration, the three. It's about the community, the people around you, whether it's household, whether it's a romantic partner, whether it's the whole village or a piece of the city, I don't know, but your community. We're adding those together and we're getting a five, which is about growth and expansion, going into areas that you haven't been before. Hello, like a bramble on a driveway. So that, and if we're applying that to the number 11 intuitive energy for you, I don't know. Maybe are you taking classes? Are you learning how to use it? Are you doing stuff? Oh, and look, the second one that insisted on coming is abundance. So I don't know if that's just a message to to suggest to you that there is great goodness to come from that kind of learning, doing the exploration and connecting with, because then we get oops, we get you and the teaching. Seven is always the teacher. We add them up and we get eight, which is that lovely balanced symmetrical flow that allows energy to flow through you. So that's, oh, that's nice. I like that. Who was that? I don't know who that was. That was Regina. Is that where I'm at? My screen keeps jumping, my comment screen. All right. Okay, yeah, that was Regina. Must have been. Krista, I said that you're next, and I meant it. And then I see somebody, Janet, just messaged. All right. Okay, Regina, that made sense, did it? All right. Adebayo? Is that how we're pronouncing that? So I'll read Krista first, and then Adebayo. If I'm not pronouncing it right, I apologize. I will follow instructions if you give them to me. Okay, Krista. I think you've been here before. Have you? I don't know. Don't know. It's all right. You're allowed to be here again. Not a problem. Okay. So for Krista, talking about your intuitive knowing, your ability to develop your intuition, your all of that there. Okay. For Krista, I get this. Oh, gosh. It's very interesting. This is the third one in the last 10 minutes about paying attention to what's going on. Deadly Nightshade, these are lovely, juicy looking, bright red, fruity berries that will poison you. So please don't eat them. The card is saying, pay attention. This very often, I believe, is about reading the small print. This is about attending to the details of things that are going on in your life. Two is about your community. Nine is about everything being connected. So sometimes that's a warning that, a friend of somebody who did you down might just come by and try to do it again. There's just really pay attention where people are coming from and what it is that they're offering and what is in the small print, right? So that's and in terms of your intuition, I guess stop and listen to those feelings in your gut for sure. Don't let your guard down. Don't let your guard down. There's stuff that's gone on before this. The orange means that we're in the fruiting phase. So somewhere along the line there is stuff that has happened that has grown and come forward. That's why I say it's a friend of somebody or a contact of somebody who's already been an influence in your life. So okay, I hope that makes sense. Oh, Laurie, yes, but it'll be on the hey Kathy, it's on the video, Laurie. I did do a card for you. I'm sorry your internet went out. Okay. All right, Adebayo, I'm not Oh, you're not talking to me. You're trying to poach my users. I see. Okay. I will deal with that later. Kathy Dalby. Kathy Dalby, I know who you are. I don't know. You were born on the, okay, I was gonna say I'm not doing birth dates today. However, the 11th, that's very cool. Very cool. So we're not at a 6 month anniversary, but we are on an 11th. So an 11 is a very intuitive number, and I know you. You're no fool. No fool at all. So being connected to the information, a lot of it is about how we process it, right? Sometimes we look back and we go, "Oh, I knew I shouldn't have bought a car from a woman with no shoes or whatever it is, you know." It's yes. We know stuff. We get trained away from listening to ourselves in families that deny our feelings, you know? It's I'm not hungry. Yes, you are. You have to eat it anyway. So we lose we lose the ability to regulate ourselves because we've been told we're wrong. 2020, we're bringing that back. We've got time, we've got the information. We have a chance to sit with ourselves and know ourselves fully, and it's a good thing. The world is changing. Okay, Kathy, you didn't ask for a card, but I know you well enough to know that I have permission. Hmm, this is nice. Number 3, you are number 3 is your point of inspiration, your creativity, your connection to. Oh, okay, Kathy, I'm just starting you now. Don't go away. I've been talking to you about the 11, but this is your card, Kathy. Um, so unexpected resources, things that you didn't even know were there, but there they are. Be prepared for that. Don't think that you're going to be blocked by lack or by scarcity, or and don't base decisions on what you can see in front of you, because there are other resources. The universe has. Okay. Well, I guess you'll be here when you're here. Hey, Ian, good to see you. Yes, of course. You're right after Priyanka. Priyanka was here first and she asked, and I'm just going to leave Kathy alone because she can't seem to keep her dongle connected. So, Priyanka, we're talking about number 11. We're talking about intuition and developing our own because we each have it, for sure, for sure. And this is for Priyanka. Oh, we have some complexity for you. This nice card. I love this. These were actually grapevines in the winter time. And what we have is the 2, which is relationships, family, community, whatever makes sense here, and 3, which is your point of inspiration. So, and they're joining together for 5. So we have 5 is the number for expansion and growth and change and adjusting to new circumstances, being adaptable, which I guess a lot of us have to be. And in terms of your intuition, oh, I find I want to say that there are new voices for you to tune into hearing. I don't know if you've lost someone recently, or well, would be a small amount of time ago, a year ago. They're a new changed way, and I guess it's complicated, but there is a way that you are within your community, you are open to the flow from the other side, and Yeah, it's not necessarily easy, but it's there and it's available for you, and it will absolutely grow your experience. Ian, how lovely to see you. You just made it. It's so nice. I am very well. I am ridiculously happy, and it's cold in autumn. Well, it's not cold, but compared to the heat of the summer, it has really cooled down. And I like it much more when it's cool as opposed to sweltering hot, which for a little while it was. Okay, so for Ian with the master number 11, you're the king of the 11. Somebody else drew the card number 11. Can't remember who now, but they did. All right. Okay. Oh, Ian. Oh, do we need to talk? I am. You're beginning. Something is starting. I'm trying to remember what you told me about your schedule. How far ahead we were talking about things beginning. Um, so number one, the place of growth, the ultimate place of growth. Even though I don't know if you can see, this is a daylily. Last year's leaves are there. They're dead. They're lying around like straw, but they haven't gone anywhere. And the new growth is coming up through it. So where you and in terms of your intuition, I know that you can clear through the debris and be present with spirit. I have no doubt whatsoever that that's a it started yesterday. That is so cool, Ian. You are at the beginning, and it is yeah, and it's going to grow, and you're going to just cut through all the old stuff that is still there and in the way, but it doesn't matter because you're forging past it. So I that's lovely. Number one, it's you. It's the start. There was an absence, and then there was a something, and that something is you, the very center of you, starting into something. That's so cool. So cool. We must visit again, Ian. I'm that's lovely. That's the perfect card for where you're at. Okay, Priyanka, I see your note here, and that is enormously complex. Absolutely. So, community and creativity coming together in growth. I'm 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 sorry if this, well, you're saying it's a struggle, and I'm sorry it's a struggle. There are ways to chart a path through the winter branches, but they're always going to be unexpected. There's no straight lines anymore. Um, yeah, I don't know what further to add to that because yeah, your the struggles are temporary, Priyanka, always. They're not necessarily fun, but they are temporary, and they're you and your husband have been together for a reason. You've had a contract to be together, and if that contract is over, then it's over, and you're both going to learn from it. And it's really hard to let go of the dream. I do understand that. I don't mean to minimize it at all, but I want you to believe for sure when you look back in 10 years, you will be so grateful at how your life has moved on. Divorces are hard. I was widowed, and that readjustment to being without my partner is a huge part of my history, but it's been 13 years now. And I'm very grateful for the growth and the changes that have come to me. I think divorce is harder than that because somebody has made a choice to leave you. And I totally understand that and I honor that. And that's very, very hard to work with. But I do believe that it will come right. And I do believe that you can cope. I think you signed up for this when you before you came into the human experience, you had a contract with this person, and this was part of it, that you would be together for a while and then you would each grow through the process of not being together. And I believe you're equal to the task. I really, really do. Ian, you are welcome. It is lovely to see you. I've got some stuff. You get my newsletter, so you know. I haven't told everyone. The deck is available at joleith.com, and you can sign up for my newsletter. And I've got some stuff going on. I'm going to be doing cyber visits to some stores. Right now, I'm promoting the Green Spirit in Manatik, and you can link to them from my website, from the events page, and arrange a reading with me on, I think it's the 24th. It's a Thursday, so whenever that is. Meanwhile, I will be here next Friday, 2 o'clock Eastern, always. I really appreciate everybody coming, and I appreciate people who have watch the video, whether it's here on Facebook or whether you're watching on the YouTube channel. Lots of other stuff on the YouTube. Okay, thank you, Ian. Yes. Oh, I'm that's at I can't remember. Is it 10 o'clock on Tuesdays? I need to look at my calendar. I'm doing meditation series on Zoom. So worth, so worth. If you're not getting the newsletter to get the link, then drop me a direct message and I will send you the link. I'm having so much fun with that. It is, life is good. Life is so good. And I wish you all the very best. Stay home when you can, be safe when you can't, and I will look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you. Namaste.